You're listening to Mr. Save a Home, Becoming an Agenteur.
Good day, good people. Hope all is well. My name is Navid Moosa, and I will be your host today and always for the Mr. Save a Home, Becoming an Agenteur podcast. For those who are the first-time listeners, thank you. I appreciate it. I know you have a lot of options out there, yet you choose this one, and I am grateful for that. For those who are repeat listeners, thanks for coming back. Let's get into it. I don't like to waste a lot of time. Plus, I know I talk fast, so try to slow this shit down for y'all. So last week, here in PA, the order came out to extend the stay from, I think, May 8th or so to June 4th now. And so I don't have social media installed on my phone for multiple reasons. So I went ahead and installed Facebook just to see what the reaction was. And it's exactly what I thought. People bitching and moaning, complaining about how it violates our rights and how it's a political move and how it's, just all these conspiracy theories and all this stuff and whatever. And I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm not disagreeing with those statements or agreeing with those statements. What I am going to say is that no one said, okay, well, here's what it's in front of me. What do I do with it? A lot of people, 99% of the people, which is why I uninstalled the apps, in all honesty, probably number one reason was all I heard was bitching and moaning, complaining. Not one person offered a solution. Not one person said, all right, well, this is what I have immediately. Let me make the best out of this moment. And that's what I want people to take when you listen to my podcast here, to our podcast, is that you take the moment and you make the best of that moment. I'm not saying that you don't fight up and stand for what you believe in. I'm not saying that at all. There's certain things you can control, certain things you cannot control. And let me tell you a quick story about Thomas Edison. When Thomas Edison was a child, some of you may have already heard this. When he was a child, his teacher said, here's an envelope. When you get home, give it to your mother. His mother, he does that. He gets home, gives it to mom. She reads it and she starts crying. And he goes, what's up, mom? Why are you crying? And she basically says, well, this letter says that, you're a genius. Your child is so smart that it's best if you keep him at home. He goes, great. And he becomes on to become Thomas Edison. So having said that, fast forward, I think his story says like 40 years later, he's cleaning out some rooms in the house and finds the letter. The letter actually says, your son is mentally ill. He's not welcome back. He's expelled. Now, I give you the super abridged version of that story here, okay? So I apologize for those who've heard it, and I know I butchered it. But the point is, he took what his mother told him to heart and said, okay, this is what mom's saying. This is what the school's telling him. I am this bright individual. And he became on to do his accomplishments. What if she actually told him what the letter said? Then what would have happened? We don't know. Thomas Edison just would have been Tommy. I mean, that's it. We would have known about this guy, right? And know his accomplishments. So my thing is this. With social media and everyone blasting everything out there, and even the governors and political officials putting this stuff out there, what if you didn't hear what your governor said? What if you didn't hear what these politicians said? What if you were given an envelope and it said, hey, here's what it said? So in your mind, instead of it saying you have an extended stay-at-home order for 30 days or whatever, you were told that, oh, you've been given an additional 30 days to work on your marketing. You have been given an additional 30 days to work on your buyer presentation. You have been given another 30 days to work on your listing presentation. You have been given another 30 days to perfect your time blocking or to adjust your time blocking or to create a time block schedule. What if that's what was told to you and not that the extended stay was for another 30 days? Where would your mind go? Think about that seriously. Every one of us, okay, not just you, not just me, but everyone listening to this podcast, and if you're not listening to it, we all have opportunities. The message we are given, it's how we interpret it for the most part. Yes, I know there's some variables in between, but I don't want to get into every single type of example. I'm talking about this in this moment right now. We have been given a chance and opportunity to do something great. And that's you. You are the one who has the chance to be great right now and to hone in on your skill, whether it be being a better father, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, just being in a better relationship, or your role that you have in that relationship, business or personal. Right? And if you're a team leader in real estate, or if you're thinking about starting a team, or if you're a broker, or you're looking to maybe become an agent, these are your times right now. If you're at home because you're told to stay at home and you're going around the route of just listening to what you're told, which is absolutely fine, then make the best of that situation. You can complain and bitch and moan all you want, but you're doing no good to yourself. Make the best of that. What I plan to do personally, and what I have been doing, is reaching out to my team members. Those who do marketing, we're going over our strategies. Those who deal with buyers, going over the documentation, make sure the presentation we give to the buyers is the best. Those who do the listings, go work with them. We have been, the team as a whole here at Mr. Save Home, we have been working diligently, virtually of course, to make sure that the product we put out to our investors, to our home sellers, to our home buyers is the best product we can provide. And I really encourage you guys to do the same thing. Is whatever industry you're in, if you're at home and you're still employed, be the best person at that industry level. And if you're not employed, you're furloughed or laid off or just done and your business is closed, use this time to not woe is me, but use this time to be like, okay, what can I do? Here's what I have available to me, not just necessarily financially, but overall. These are the people who are around me, who are my support group. And if that's just you, you're the support group, then what skills do you have? There are lots of classes online now that are actually free. I didn't know this till earlier on today. There are a lot of resources as realtors in specifically realtors. NAR is actually doing some designations for free. So I would actually really look into that, number one. And if you're not in the real estate forum, you're in the investor forum, there's a lot of forums out there that you can go ahead and look into to educate yourself about investing into real estate. There's a lot of free information out there. Not saying all of it's good. You have to do some, have to do some bobbing and weaving around to make sure what's good out there. But at the end of the day, it's out there. So you should make the best of that information. So that's what I got for you guys today. Hopefully it was something you can take with you. I know we're not always going to agree on everything every single time, but we have to have discussions. We have to talk about certain things. Uncomfortable discussions are productive discussions. That's what you guys need to understand. That's what I am growing to understand. Uncomfortable doesn't mean it's bad. Uncomfortable just means growth at times. So please keep that in mind. Again, thank you for listening. I appreciate everything you guys do for the community out there, real estate related or not. I appreciate if you listen to this podcast. I know you have a lot of options and you choose to listen to me. Yeah, that's it. But like I say, every single episode at the end, never chase money, always chase the deal. Do right by the client, everything else will fall into place. Be safe, do what you have to go do within a legal manner, and be smart about it. Take care.